nears empty. Thanks for being with us. I'm Adam Cooperstein, and the hopeful news on the vaccine is long overdue. This January is now the deadliest month so far in the pandemic. More than 80,000 lives lost so far, and the month isn't even over. Those lives are now part of more than 427,000 Americans lost in the pandemic. The Biden administration is increasing the number of doses delivered to states by 16%. Not much, but it's something. And the president's COVID task force talked to the country for the first time, facing questions about this vaccine bottleneck. News 4 investigative reporter Chris Glorioso live for us in the newsroom now with what kind of answers we got from the administration today, Chris.
Well, first of all, Adam, today's COVID task force looked a lot different from President Trump's. For one, because President Biden was not in the briefing. That's because he wants to stress that the scientists are in charge of this effort. His team also wanting to project a level of transparency.
Right now, I want to level with the public that we are facing two constraining factors.
White House senior advisor Andy Slavitt acknowledging there is not enough vaccine supply and telling most Americans they're going to have to wait, not days or weeks.
It will be months before everyone who wants a vaccine will be able to get one.
Much of this first briefing by President Biden's coronavirus task force focused on what can be done to speed up vaccine production. According to federal data, Pfizer has sent the U.S. an average of 5.2 million doses per week, Moderna about 6.5 million per week. At that pace, the companies will fall 19 million doses short of their original projection, 200 million, by March 31st.
We don't have enough.
But the companies have said they'll not only meet the 200 million dose mark by the spring, they'll exceed it. And the Biden team now underscoring several measures to boost vaccine supply in the next 3 weeks, including an immediate release of 16% more doses to the states and a broad effort to squeeze more out of each Pfizer shipment.
We're going to make sure that we get 6 doses out of Pfizer's vials everywhere in America, because that's the potential.
To extract the extra doses, the Biden team will invoke the Defense Production Act to produce more specialized syringes. The emergency law may even be used to force other pharma companies to convert their factories to vaccine production. Meanwhile, the nation's new CDC director urging more funding for genomic testing to detect new virus mutations.
And we really need to have access to those resources to do the amount of sequencing and surveillance that we need.
The Biden coronavirus task force says as it stands, the U.S. is ranked 43rd in the world, way behind when it comes to conducting tests to detect new virus mutations. The task force emphasized the administration has activated FEMA to help get states shots in arms and is sealing those deals you mentioned with Moderna and Pfizer to secure an additional 200 million vaccine doses. But those doses won't be delivered till much later in the year. Adam.